Hey guys, it's John LeGrandzilla, and I have another kit that I just finished that was produced by Beninside Studios. It was sculpted by Beninside. Last week I showed you the Beninside Studios Rodan that I built and painted. Comes with a base like that. There's a companion Godzilla that goes with this that I did not purchase, but I just wanted the Kong. Kong is one of my favorite characters, and as Beninside said in one of his, well actually in his instructions here, over on the side he gives kind of a tribute to King Kong, and says one of his favorite characters is Kong from the 1933 movie on. So a lot of interesting information on here, and it's kind of cool to see the sculptor's love for the character. And he also made this card that he signed, Beninside, that was, this one was painted by Panua Color. They're from Thailand, and a great producer of kits. I also have here the box art. I'm sure that build-up was painted by Panua Color. But this is my build-up that I painted, and I painted a little differently than I've painted some Kongs, and the axe a little differently than I've painted in the past. But I like to have things a little different sometimes, and so that's how I did. Really great sculpt and a great representation of the Kong. He explains that he wanted to make this Kong a little smaller than the Godzilla, so he just felt like that's the way he thought it would be better to be. If you ever get the kit, you can read the instructions, but I also posted pictures of the instructions on my Facebook page. I believe I've showed that, so you can look at it closer and read everything, or you can look at the photo that I've posted in a video earlier and just pause it so you can see. He's got some battle scars there in his chest, and he's roaring out a challenge to Godzilla, looks like. But I kind of like the pictures of him going up against Rodan, kind of a cool fantasy battle. I think he might have a hard time unless he can grab hold of it, Rodan, and pull him down and strangle him or something. But that axe ought to help too. Never was a big fan of the idea of Kong having an axe. When I first heard about the movie coming up and that he was going to have an axe, it had a Godzilla spike as the head of the axe. I was really against the idea. The whole idea, I thought, oh, this is going to be really dumb. But I kind of got used to it after seeing the movie, and had less trouble with it. I think my idea was that it wouldn't be cool to have King Kong actually making an axe. Though Kong isn't like a gorilla, really. He's gorilla-like, but he's a kaiju that maybe could use tools, make tools, do things like this. But I also saw artists depicting him with a shotgun, and I thought, oh man, I hope they don't go that far. Anyway, wanted to see if I can get a good view of the face for you. There you have him. I kind of had him looking up as though he was looking up at a foe that is pretty far ahead. Now, I might not be able to tell from my painting, but I did some pretty subtle dry brushing, and I put a little bit of blue in the fur and the face over on this side, just a really light blue tinge. And on this side I made an orange tinge to kind of give it a color balance, because that's the opposite of the color wheel, and also it would make sense that if he was facing off against the Rodan, which is primarily orange, it would have a little bit of a tinge of that. I made it really subtle, so you might not be able to even see it, but it's there. And so hopefully it adds just a little bit of a subjective color balance that's interesting. Anyway, great sculpt, cool kit. Casting is perfect on these kits. This kit also came with an extra arm, which I'm not using. If anybody needed that extra arm, go ahead and message me, because I'm not using it. But I suppose you could do the thing with the magnet and all that, but I don't trust magnets that well, and I don't like seams, so I didn't go there. It's not like I'm going to play with it and change it around and do stuff with it, other than for a video. Once this goes on my shelf, it'll go on there until I decide to sell it, and I don't move it around except to dust around it. So that is King Kong. Hope you like seeing it.